I just lost my page and the really. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. I found it. All right. So recapping. You were told by the Thieves Guild in Oakenbrook that there was another more respectable guild. And I don't have any of my notes down here, and I just realized that.
Willow
but
Brook?
In it's Timberwood, I think, is the town.
Timberside.
Timberside.
Which
Thank
is
you. I knew it was
here.
Timber something. And so that was west, and there was a more respectable guild that was looking for members. And the Thieves Guild kind of suggested that you go and check out this guild in the next town over. So you traveled along the way. You had to go through a tunnel through the mountain, and you encountered
some things.
You encountered some ceiling dicks that failed miserably.
They were not very successful.
No, they rolled very poorly. And then after fighting those off and killing those, you made your way through the rest of the tunnel and then encountered an Umber Hulk as well, which you guys took care of. And then as you came out of the cave and saw the town of Timberside, you were kind of questioning where you wanted to stay, and your halfling barbarian got all excited and told you that his hometown is actually on the other side of Timberside.
That's right.
And that he had a place for all of you to stay. However, your halfling barbarian is not here tonight because he is at a freaking concert.
Okay.
So,
NPC time.
yeah, I will be taking care of him. Hopefully, I don't kill him. Because that would suck.
Don't say that. That's awful.
That's why you
Oh my
never
God.
leave.
No, it shouldn't. Nothing should happen, hopefully. As far as that goes. If you want to go ahead and check, I'd say since you guys were just kind of, walking to the town at this point, you have all pretty much naturally healed up, so any hit points that may have gone down, you guys, full health, you got all your spells and stuff back.
Sweet.
So if you want to double check those, make sure you have all of that taken care of. I'll give Mike his hit points back. Alright.
Wunderbar.
Oops. Alright. So, you guys have just come out of this cave. We has told you that on the other side of this town is his hometown. However, he looks back at you guys and he says, it is a little bit farther than Timberside, so if we would like to stay in Timberside tonight, tomorrow we can go to my tribe if you would all like. But
That's
currently you are walking to Timberside.
I believe we had a contact somewhere in Timberside to
Yeah.
talk to.
I think we need to meet up with our contact.
Quincy
His name I don't remember.
Quincy Blacksmith, I believe it was,
Oh, yeah.
of the Fireleaf Guild.
Yes.
I've
That I
got-
did have written down, ironically.
Drinking only makes my memory stronger. I say that as
That's
I
the best.
take a swig out of my flask.
So you
Do
guys
you
are...
still have that cask attached to you that I lashed
I
to
still
your
have a
back?
barrel of ale attached to my back.
Fantastic. I'm glad that survived the encounter.
Yes, the umber hook didn't break it. Barely.
I did spill
So
my...
you guys are walking. As you come upon Timberside, you see that there's guard patrols walking around the town of 2 or 3 altogether. The town itself is relatively small. Compared to Oakenbrook, it actually is. It seems. How can I compare it? Think. It's almost as if it was like a suburb of a bigger city. It's nothing too extravagant. There's buildings towards, as you're walking, the buildings start to get closer and closer together. And so it has more of that city feel, but all in all, the whole town itself is small. And so now you are in basically the town proper of Timberside. And at this point, it's probably 5, 6 o'clock in the evening.
Who's hungry? Just
could
me.
eat.
You.
I
Let's
don't
find something.
I would love to.
That umber hook kind of made me a bit hungry.
Yeah, I could eat something. You're right.
But I could drink a lot more, actually. But
Yes, we're aware.
Alright, I'm gonna try and find the first person I see and be like, you, food. Where?
The first person that you stumble upon is just a human female, kind of shoulder-length brown hair, and she almost shudders as you come walking over to her.
Yeah, I
but
know, it's the face.
She gives you this look, and she's like, "You're looking for food, for like something to eat for dinner or something?"
Yeah.
Yes?
I sort of pop out behind her back and like, hello! Pleasure to meet you. We're looking for a place to stay and perhaps get a bite and a pint, if you know what I mean.
So that's sort of jut my finger, like thumb back to him. Yeah, he said.
She gives you an even odder look. The fact that this dwarf just popped out from behind a half-orc.
I flourish my hat.
She kind of takes a step back, away from this this group, but she looks at you and kind of points down the street. She's like, "Well, the dragon's nest is down that way, and they have rooms as well as decent food. I think. I don't really remember."
Thank you. We'll check that out. The dragon's nest, you said?
Yes,
I like
dragon's
the
nest.
name of
It's- You can't miss
Yeah,
it.
the name's pretty
There's-
fucking badass.
Thank you. You've been a huge help.
I just walk away without even like talking to her.
And I again say thank you on behalf of my group. Talk. Don't be rude.
She kind of like curtsies and walks back down one of the alleys between some of the houses.
Well, I forgot
Alright,
to tell
awesome.
her to come and listen to me play.
Lunchtime for me. Tuck's gonna eat proper. I'll be back in a minute.
Alright, you're good. So you guys start walking down the street, and you can't miss the dragon's nest. Outside is actually a huge sculpture of a dragon. And so you can only assume that this would be the place that this girl was talking about. You guys, are you going in?
Yes.
All
I think Tuck
so you
just
guys
barrels
Before
right
we
in.
go in, I'm going to stop in front of the sculpture and bow in respect to this effigy of a dragon, and then go in.
Okay.
You do know
I
it's a
raised
sculpture,
my
right,
eyebrow,
Aldrich?
but I didn't.
Wisher's business. Then I cuff him upside the head.
Ah,
Hey, well,
So you guys walk in, and it's a small tavern. However, it has you walk in and there's the first floor, and there's tables and almost like a lounging area where Thordrin, you immediately realize could easily be a great place for live music to happen.
oh, I like it.
And
get
then
discounts on
also
any
on the
place I
first
play
floor is a bar. And
will
then
will we ever go anywhere that doesn't have a bar?
I certainly hope we don't, my dear, because I will be quite unhappy.
you look up, and then there's actually a lofted second floor with a balcony on it. And then you assume that all of the rooms and extra places to stay are upstairs on that second level. However, you walk in, there's people pretty much everywhere. There's a few seats open at the bar, and there looks to be about one table open. However, there's people in the lounge area, other tables, and there's a few people actually standing up on top of the balcony, just kind of looking down at the crowd in general.
Shall we get a
Can I roll a
table?
perception on the crowd?
On the crowd? Go ahead.
Yeah. Alright. I rolled 8, so not sure. Really? I rolled an
Can you
8?
hear me? Because I just lost my sound for you guys.
We can hear you.
What
hear you.
are you doing?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. You can't hear us, so we
Hold
shall
on.
type that we can hear you.
Oh, that's right.
What is that madness logic?
That's why David's here.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Yes, we can hear you.
Give me. I'm gonna refresh the page. Give me 1 second.
Sure thing.
Well, I'm glad that you have logic read.
He keeps us together.
Slightly
Yeah.
worrying thought. Okay.
That's weird.
Hey, it's not as bad as the other group. I saw that.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now. Okay, that was
Fantastic.
all right. So, you've rolled an 8. So,
Yeah,
you look around, and I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary. It's a tavern full of townsfolk. There's halflings, there's half elves, you see 1 or 2 actually full elves sitting at the bar, which is kind of odd, but not like nothing that really piques your interest. But there's a mix of a lot of different races sitting in this tavern at the moment.
You said the music area, was that just like open right now?
You noticed that it would be a prime place to be playing music. There wasn't currently anything going on right there other than people just kind of lounging in that area.
Right. I'm gonna go over there and just sort of set up.
Okay.
You're
And
just gonna start a show?
I just get up and I go, ladies and gentlemen, I am Thordrin Silverheart, and I am here to make your day. And I start wailing on the drums a little bit, and I stop, and I pull out the bagpipes, and I play a song, and I just say, guess who just got back today? Them wild boys that had been away. Yeah, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I just start...
I look at Aldrich and I say, stop him, please. Please.
So I'm gonna walk up
Make
there.
a performance check.
If he does poorly on this check, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna grab him by the back of his shirt and drag it off. Nice. Okay.
Alright, you catch a few eyes, especially the people who were sitting in that lounge area, and they kind of start tapping their feet, bobbing their heads along with your music. But for the most part, the rest of the bar is just kind of, they kept talking to themselves. Didn't really, they may have glanced over their shoulder at you and then just went back to their conversation. But nobody seems to be complaining.
I will just continue to play the retinue on my set list as you guys all.
I walk over to the person who seems to be running the bar, and I say, "Hello, we're here to get a couple of rooms if there's any vacancy."
You walk up to the bar, and the barkeep is a female half elf.
Oh, hello.
Longer black hair, pulled into a few braids up top. And she turns around and she looks at you and she's like, "Oh, you would like to stay for the night?
Yeah.
How many of there are you?"
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us.
We get discounts in any place I'm playing in.
She looks over your shoulder at the dwarf who is now playing over in the lounge area, and she looks and she's like, "Oh, is he with you?"
Yes.
She kind of chuckles a little bit. She's like, "Oh, well, we haven't had live music in a few days, and I'm sure some of the patrons are actually quite enjoying this."
Yes, he's definitely with us.
As you turn and you see the dwarf over there just wailing all these bagpipes.
How do you wail on bagpipes?
You can wail on bagpipes. I'm doing it
I think
right
it's
now.
more impressive that he's able to sing along with his bagpipes.
I have lots of wind.
Not touching that one. Okay.
So she looks back at you and she's like, "Well, if he continues to play for the rest of the evening, any tips that he happens to get, he can keep. And all drinks for your party are on us. I can't do anything about the rooms. However, they're not expensive to begin with, so I hope you understand on that one. That's how we make our money here."
Did she say free drinks?
Yes, Soldrin, I yell back.
I'll take 2 silver stouts, please. Or storm. What the hell are they called again? Silver stouts. Yes.
Two of what he said. That
Silver stout.
She looks over her shoulder at one of the other bartenders and kind of gestures, and the other bartender, who is you actually didn't notice him at first because he's a halfling and was kind of hidden behind the bar. But he starts grabbing the drinks and takes it on a tray, and he looks at the rest of you and he's like, "Anybody else want anything before
I'm reaching across the bar and grabbing a bottle of apple brandy.
He hands it to you.
Okay. I'm gonna go stand in the corner.
He walks up from behind the bar and he brings Thordrin his ale.
You know, I bet Tuck would want to drink. We should get her.
Well, she eats, yeah.
I've switched to my I've switched to my leer now, and now I'm like doing leery things.
Make another performance check.
Should have stuck with the bagpipe, man. Should have stuck with the bagpipes.
You're going to get us kicked out.
Oh.
So you aren't as well trained on the lyre as you are with your bagpipes.
Thank you very much.
But the bagpipes are your main. Still, nobody is booing you. The people who are in the
I can
lounge
tell they like
areas,
the pipes, and after this song, I'll switch back to the pipes.
the people in the lounge areas have started clapping along. A couple of them have tossed you a gold coin. There's like 2 laying in front of you right now.
I put my fingers, my hand over my mouth, and just kind of point at Thordrin as I cast a message. And, free bird! Free bird!
So, are you currently, because I thought I saw...
Yes, I'm currently human for the next 55 minutes, and
Okay. I was just
how long
double
it's taken
checking.
us to
that's
get
right.
here, but from the point we entered town, I was human.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot you did that.
I just wanted to double check and make sure.
I am Clarence again.
Real fast, do we need 6 individual rooms? Can anybody bunk with each other?
We kind of looks at you guys and he's like, I'm up for whatever.
I don't even need a bed, so it doesn't matter.
Aldrich and I
Right.
generally share a room.
Wait, what?
They
I'm-
generally their room.
Because he never uses a bed, I sleep on the bed.
Okay.
So
So
those
we,
two pair up, and do
we
we?
need 4 rooms. 5? Can I count? I don't think I can count.
Do we want to put we and Tuck together, or do we dare risk that?
How about
5
5?
and 9, that gives everyone.
How about the 2 women? The two women bunk.
Sure, that works.
All right, so we need 4 rooms, unless you and we want to share.
I would not be opposed.
We-
But it's about the only concern I have is with Hayate, because I don't think Hayate has liked me yet.
What?
I don't think Hayate likes me yet.
Oh, okay. No. Hayate is going to be with me and Talk, and he already likes Talk.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The only objection I might have to sleeping arrangements is that I don't know if your companion likes me.
I pet him and I say, "Don't worry, he'll warm up."
The barkeep then actually looks at you and kind of glances down at the dog, and she's like, "Does he want anything? We have a couple of scraps in the back if he does."
He would love that. What do you have?
It's leftover meat from our dinner buffet earlier. If he would like something to eat.
Thank you so much. That would be wonderful. His ears kind of perk up at the mention of meat. Like, ooh.
I'll be right back with that and with room keys for you all. So 4 total then, or 3?
3. I think 3 will be fine.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of wanders off to the back. Takes her a couple of minutes, and then she comes back and she's holding 3 keys with like number tags on them, and a plate full of some. It looks to be almost like turkey scraps from whatever they had earlier. She hands you the plate as well as all 3 keys.
I hand a key to Reed and one to Aldrich, and I take one. And I put the plate on the floor for Hayate, and he starts eating it.
I have now switched back to the bagpipes, and I'm using prestidigitation to make sparks fly out of the
Oh jeez.
bagpipes. And as I'm doing it, I'm not even singing anymore. I'm just doing a dwarvish jig to the bagpipes, and sparks are flying. This is my finishing song, and I'm just.
Go ahead and make one final performance check with the sparks.
Does he get advantage because they're smart?
advantage because I'm sparking.
Alright, fine.
No,
Nice.
Look, you didn't even need it.
I did not even need it.
So at this point, as you have started playing your bagpipes again, and sparks are kind of shooting out around you, more people from the bar have started to take notice. A few more have walked over behind, like where the lounge area is, again clapping along. A few more gold coins. You now see 4, plus the 2 previous ones, so you see 6 gold pieces in total thrown in front of you. And even some of you kind of glance up, and even some of the people up at the top of the balcony have also started clapping and like tapping their feet along with what you are playing. if you would like to finish your song.
All right, I finish. It gets super, super fast at last, and I'm like moving my feet like insanely fast, and the jig is just going up, up, and then I just like stop, dead stop, without just one last note, and just huge sparks just everywhere, just like engulfing me, and
You burn down the inn.
and then I stop, I take off my hat, I twist it, I make a very deep bow. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Thordrin Silverheart. I'll be here all week. Thank you. And I find the most attractive woman in the bar, and I throw her my hat.
Thank you.
You throw her your hat? Okay.
And I wink.
That actually is a human female. Blonde, curly blonde hair, blue eyes, and she was standing kind of a little bit farther back, but towards the end she kind of crept up and was definitely clapping along, and as soon as you finished, your eye catches hers and you toss her your hat, and she grabs it and just gets this huge smile across her face.
That's Thordrin Silverheart.
She laughs, and then the crowd kind of starts to disperse, and she comes up to you and goes, "That was a great performance. Where did you learn to do that?"
Well, I learned that at a young age. My mother always said I came out playing bagpipes.
Gross.
But I was inspired by you, darling.
Oh my god, gag!
And so she laughs, and she's taller than you are, being a human compared to a dwarf. However, she doesn't seem to mind, and she kind of not necessarily kneels down, but
I'm 4'2", so I guess
she's about 5'4", 5'5". So she kind of reaches down and puts her arm around your shoulder, and she goes, "Oh, well, do you think you could show me some other things that you may have learned along the way?"
Ken, let's go have a drink and discuss.
Damn!
Charles's face right now is my favorite. So the two
In
of you,
character as well, just like
you see your pal off to the side just face palming.
And I'm just over here like,
As Hayate is nibbling at the turkey on the floor.
kind of petting him, just like,
So you now see your dwarven friend with this very attractive, blonde, blue-eyed human, walking over to the bar together.
can I cast perception on her?
On her?
You don't think she can be wooed by my music?
Go ahead.
That's this bitch. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
What'd I get? Oh, well, fuck.
So, you kind of check her out, like looking her up and down, because for some
Not
reason
in an distracted way.
she
Not
just
in-
rubbed. She just kind of rubbed you the wrong way. The fact that she was so friendly right off the bat.
Yeah.
You don't notice anything suspicious. She, from the looks that she's getting from the bar, however, she doesn't seem to be a local in town. So you suspect that she might be a traveler just as you guys are. But nothing out of the ordinary. That's all you get from
Well,
checking her out.
I pet Hayate, and I just kind of shrug, and I'm like, well, to each their own.
So at this point, it's probably 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. You guys are now in the Dragon's Nest. There's drinking to be had, or you can head up to your rooms. We actually grabs one of the keys and kind of says goodnight and heads up to him and Reed's room a while. Just because
God.
it's easier.
Exactly. I want to talk to those elves.
The elves
Meanwhile,
at the end.
I am just spending money on drinks and chatting with Curly.
You learn that her name.
Get her name.
You learn that her name is Harmony.
Harmony, I do believe that is just fate,
Prostitute.
because I play harmonies for a living, and your name is Harmony. It's just meant to be, my darling.
I
I've got spells.
want to make.
I would like to ask her if she's staying here at the inn.
Not for a price.
She answers you. She is actually staying. She sees or Aldrich has the key, doesn't he?
Yeah, I do.
So never mind. But she's actually staying upstairs as well. And so she just kind of laughs and says, "Oh, well, the night is still young.
Thorgren found a prostitute.
Who? What?
I did a huge number with sparks and bagpipes, and tossed my hat.
Oh wow!
Tossed my hat to a pretty lady.
And
And that
now
pretty
I-
lady ended up
now-
being a woman of the night.
Now we're at the
I
bar
mean,
talking.
okay, they don't know that.
We don't know
I
that.
would roll an insight check on her.
Harmony.
Her name
Her
is
name's
Harmony.
Harmony, and she's talking to a bard. She's a prostitute.
Let's go. Let's all insight check Harmony.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Don't
Yeah,
ruin this
you're
for me!
The two of you.
Nope.
I'm like she's a chick.
Yeah. Well, I told Aaron had done a perception check earlier.
We rolled again, though. I still don't trust her. Her name is Harmony.
Well, he did play fairly
guys-
well.
I played
You
really
guys-
well.
You all come to the conclusion that you know that she's not from this town. She is definitely a traveler. However, nothing seems suspicious about her. She seems genuinely interested about your dwarven friend, over the fact that he just did this great performance.
What is she? Is she a human, half elf? What is she?
She's a human. She has blonde, curly hair and blue eyes, and her name is Harmony.
Prostitute.
Sure. Okay.
You were saying that.
We're sharing a room. We ordered 3.
Are we saying that because she's a pretty girl, or are we saying that because she's talking to Thor?
Yeah, I'm
All
not
of
sure
the
how
above.
Thor's gonna take this when he finds out you guys are like mistrusting of his skills.
You can go ahead and you make a perception check with disadvantage because you're currently distracted.
But I'm not interested in a perception check.
Yeah. No. All right.
She's
I was gonna say.
she was
He's
saying
perceiving her eyes,
She-
how blue they are.
you were saying the
Large
night was still
tracts of-
young. Harmony, my dear.
Hey, Tuck. Hey, Tuck. We're sharing a room, by the way.
Huh?
We're sharing
Ah.
a room. We separated into bunking rooms.
Oh, shh.
All right.
You get to hang out with the wolf.
Okay. Tuck's more excited about the wolf.
Yeah.
Thorgren, Harmony looks at you and says, "Yes, the night's still young. There's plenty of drinking to be had here. Plus potentially other things."
Well,
See,
Just
uh,
fuck her
let
already.
me let me show you some.
Right.
Let me show you some things I learned in the Elven Bardic College. And I grab her hand and I pull her out to a dance floor, or whatever, and I just press the digit. Or I can't do that. Never mind. No, and I just start dancing.
So while
Yes.
he's doing this, I want to drunkenly stagger over, bump into him, and drop the keys into his pocket. And whisper into his ear, hang the bagpipes, you douche.
Yeah, alright. I was gonna make the
You're like,
quote.
fuck it, that'll do.
With that, yeah. So, Thordrin, you, see your friend come stumbling over.
I'm
You
prepared
feel
for the maneuver.
Okay. You obviously
You
have practiced this.
you ready your action.
And so now you have the room key and, some
You're gonna get mud.
encouragement from your friend.
So it looks like I'm closing this bitch down. Free drinks, whatever.
Can we make
That's
sure
true.
I got us free
doesn't have any
drinks.
spots on him or anything?
My performance got us free drinks.
Is there anything we need to take off Thor in case he gets drunk and he loses it?
Yeah, or
So you guys,
know,
I still have a barrel of beer attached to my back.
Alright, Tuck's going to like gingerly enter the dance floor and like move around people to get Thor and to take that cask off his back.
Okay, Tuck, you now have the cask of ale that Thordrin has been carrying.
Alright, I'm gonna give it to Aldrich.
Aldrich is
You're-
very
you're-
drunk.
I'm not drunk at
Oh,
all.
it's-
I just didn't.
Oh, you were just pretending.
Like, oh, you know, drunk dude staggering
It's a
through and
maneuver.
dropping the keys.
Yeah.
I agreed.
But you said that you were.
I meant to say I'm acting like I'm drunk.
Yep. Alright, well I'm still giving it to Aldrich so that because you're basically his fucking babysitter.
Pretty much. And is it already tapped?
I regrets every day finding me hanging from that tree.
I do. Is the cask already tapped?
No,
Oh,
it hasn't been opened yet. It's
All right.
silver stout.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not, because there's reasons. So I'm going to use it as a chair.
So you see Aldrich just kind of take this cask and set it down, and then he sits on it as he's kind of watching Thordrin try and flirt with this human.
And every time he spins and looks in my direction, I'm just like,
I look at Reed and I just go, what the hell?
I don't know. Although I am now wondering how hard it was for the individual that slipped us all interesting drinks to get at least one of us.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, I did. Speaking of which, hang on a second.
Oh yeah, you're alter self now, aren't you? What are you right now?
I'm human. I'm
Okay.
I'm my human Clarence self, I believe is whatever.
Clarence.
That's what y'all dubbed me when I just said I'm a human. I'm just looking human. Like, oh, he must be
Really?
Clarence.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Wait,
That's a
what?
pretty shitty. That's a pretty shitty name to give you.
Wait, what? What happened?
We named him Clarence when he first turned into a human.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And anyway, I'm checking my drink before I actually drink any of my drink.
I haven't ordered a damn thing. I just want some food.
You don't notice anything. It's a drink.
Okay, I have it.
I check. Man, I can't. Reed, will you check my food?
Sure, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. Yes, your food is fine, dear.
Yeah, it's food.
Just eat your food.
He's only
dear.
used to checking drinks, apparently.
I ate my sandwich.
Well, we got drunk last time. We didn't get like an eating competition problem.
That is, which is literally the entire reason that Ross has not touched a drink since this happened. Well, alcohol.
Tuck's just gonna grab some food. Decline the cutlery. Oh.
So you see your half-orc friends start kind of chowing down on something very similar
I'm in a
to what-
corner, you know,
to
away
what
from.
Hayate was doing.
Hayate walks over to you and just stares.
I stare back like I'm about to go down.
So your night is filled with drinking and laughing, the occasional dance. Eventually, I'm assuming you all.
Yes,
Wait,
I-
I want to talk to the elves.
Oh, that's,
Oh, that's right. She talks
Okay.
to. So before she talks to the elves, I just say, Harmony, I think it's time for some advanced learning, and I just start pulling her up to the stairs to our room.
So, as you are pulling her,
Don't use
not
that trick in
really
real life, I swear to God.
This is not me. Thornton
doesn't
is
work.
not me.
the two of you head upstairs, into your room, and I will come back to you. However, for now, Ross, you are going over to talk to the elves, the two elves that were at the end of the bar.
Okay.
Hey, babe, come here often.
What?
Nothing. Touched a lady, remember? Oh.
Remember,
I go up to the elves and I say in Elvish, hello, are you from around here?
the one turns to you, and he has blonde hair, hair pulled back in braids. Out of character, he looks very Legolas-esque. The one. The other one, on the other hand, is almost the complete opposite. He almost looks more like the female barkeep that you had talked to earlier, where he has very dark, almost jet black hair, and they're both sitting down. However, even sitting down, you can tell that they are both very tall male elves.
Yeah.
And the one that looks like Legolas turns to you. He goes, no, we are actually just passing through. We needed a place to stay for the evening. Are you from around here?
No, I'm actually the same. Just sort of wandering and happen to find myself here to look into a guild. But I do have a question if you are travelers.
Yeah, he kind of looks at his buddy behind him and he's like, go ahead.
Have you happened to hear anything about the whereabouts of a gentleman named Ray Massa?
They kind of look at each other and look back at you, and the blonde-haired one kind of peers over your shoulder for a second and then looks back at you, and he goes, we've heard his name, and we heard that he kind of went off the grid not too long ago, but we haven't heard anything since. Do you know him?
Very well.
He kind of looks at his buddy again, and the darker-haired one looks at you, and he goes, well, we'll keep an ear out, and if we hear anything while we're still in town, we'll be sure to let you know, but we don't know anything right now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
They both kind of nod, and the dark-haired one actually gets up and heads upstairs to what you assume is the room that they're staying in. The blonde one orders another drink. So
I continue talking to him. I say, also, have you in addition to this, have you heard any news about the activities of the Fae? Have you come across anything in your travels?
he shakes his head. He's like, no, we haven't had any dealings with them. We're just travelers right now. We were moving from one city to another. However, we tend to keep our ears out on military business just in case they need an extra hand.
You're military.
Well, we're not really military, but we're willing to help for the right price, of course.
They sell swords.
I understand. Hang on, I'm trying to decide. They don't have. I nod and I say, yes, I'm affiliated with the military as well. Thank you. If you happen to hear anything about General Mawson or anything that pertains to the faith, please let me know. I'll be in this area for a while.
He nods his head and goes back to drinking his ale.
I walk away.
Okay.
I give my scraps to Hayate and just sit comfortably.
Very excited.
Sorry, Aldrich, you go.
Okay. Are there any roguish types in this tavern?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
$16.
From what you can see, there's a couple of travelers who have that sort of air about them, but not. It's not very present, and it's not really anything that you yourself would find interested in, I guess. They just kind of look a little worse for wear, and then a couple of them look as if they've been through enough to be prepared to keep traveling.
Okay, so not people I'm looking for.
No.
Okay.
Nothing of interest.
Nothing interesting.
I hope I'm having a good time.
Weed.
Shut up, Thor.
At a period of time where it might look like the barkeep is not as busy tending to clients or customers, I should say, I'd like to flag her down and ask her if perhaps she knows of where I might be able to find Quinny Blackleaf or Black Swift.
Thanks for putting us back on track, Raid. Good job.
You
I was distracted. Sorry.
So was
you
I.
go over to her. As the night goes on, more people are tending to just sit around and talk rather than ordering drinks. So you find a lull in her business and go over to her. And she, after asking about Quincy, she kind of looks and she's like, you know, he's actually relatively new to town. He's trying to get some sort of guild up and running. But the people of this town don't seem to be wanting to join. Most of us here are pretty easygoing, especially with our town history. But he... let me think. She kind of looks over her shoulder at one of the other bartenders, and she's like, "Hey, do you where can we find Quincy? Do you remember where he hangs out at all?" And the barkeep, the halfling, kind of looks back and he's like, "Hell if I know. Stay away from that guy. He has the worst luck ever."
Oh, fuck. We're dealing with fucking Will Wheaton.
So she looks back at you and she's like, "Well, we don't have a very big town, so I'm sure he won't be too hard to find, especially during daytime hours.
Fair enough.
He tends to go out trying to recruit, so I'm sure he'll be easy to track down."
Fair enough. I just thought it might be a chance that I could speed up the search by having an idea of where to go look for him. But that's fine. Thank you for your
You're
help.
welcome. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. Like I said, he's new, and he doesn't really come into bars, so...
No problem. No
He just
problem.
drifts off.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to go upstairs and go to bed. I take Hayate out and we walk around the tavern do his business and go for a run.
Making sure the dog is fine.
Well,
So Reed and we are in their room. Ross, Tuck, did you go up with her?
Yeah, sure. I'm good.
And Aldrich, currently Thordrin and Harmony are in your room.
I said I'm closing the bar down, so.
So you are
Aldrich can't go anywhere.
I got plenty of places I could go, but I could, just kick the door in. But
Wouldn't be the first time.
So Thordrin, you and and Harmony get upstairs.
Harmony.
yeah, they do.
And
So I play harmonies, isn't it? It's destined to be.
and as you are
Oh, I've just realised you're a bard and her name's Harmony.
Right! That's what I told her. That's what I told her.
Sorry, I have an intelligence of 10.
That's fine.
I act like it's 6.
but so as you are getting ready, you could say she actually you're at your bed doing whatever. You turn around and go ahead and make a perception check.
She's a fucking Hydra.
Oh my god.
suck your ass.
She's a siren.
As you start to turn around, you actually hear the click of a lock as she locks the door.
Alright! You didn't want me to escape, do ya?
Oh god.
She immediately comes at you with all of the aggression in the world, throws you onto the bed, and as you are on the bed, she actually pulls out a knife and holds it to your throat.
You got one of the kinky fuckers.
I don't think
That's
so.
Aaron's takeaway.
Sorry.
I mean,
So now,
really.
as she is actually, she is pretty much sitting on top of you with this knife at your throat, and she kind of mutters a few words, and as she's sitting there, her form starts to change. And you see on top of you, not a human with blonde hair, but a purple tiefling.
Oh, I fucking knew it! God damn it! This is why I didn't trust that bitch. This is why I didn't trust her. God damn it!
So as I see her shift, I'm like, well, it's no surprise, dear. I knew it was you.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I did.
And yet, somehow I ended up in the room alone with you, and now the door is locked. All of your friends are not here.
Oh, lass,
However,
that
she kind
doesn't
of-
worry me at all.
she kind of twirls her knife in her hand, pulling it away to twirl it, and then kind of placing it back. And she looks at you. She's like, however, it's not you that I'm after. And I'd rather go through this and not have anybody dead.
Well,
Well,
dear,
thank fuck for that.
I'm all ears. I'm keenly interested in what you were about that night.
You
Now
see,
get the fuck off my chest.
No, I'll let her stay there.
damn it.
Oh god.
So what did you do last night, Thor?
I'm just
Oh,
trying to act as calm and cool and collected as I possibly can.
You
Good
see, there is another like me, and I was sent to bring him back. You
Reed,
give
you
him to me, and I will disappear.
Interesting. I don't know what you're talking about.
She pushes the blade a little bit closer to you.
Oh, now, dear,
You know
there's no need for foreplay.
exactly what I'm talking about. He may have been disguised tonight, but I can see right through that.
Oh, well, you know, I don't think that's gonna happen, dear.
Oh. Well then. I guess it should give you somewhat of a fair fight. And she
Oh.
actually... She turns
No,
her blade
babe, I'm too drunk
around
to fight tonight.
and goes to whack you in the base of the head to try and knock you out.
As I see her come, I would, as a reaction, I will, use my cutting words, which I use one of my bardic inspiration to affect her roll.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm just sort of like, I just like, bitch, please.
Bitch, please.
So I think that, what was that, a D6?
Yeah, you have a D6. That is not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
So whatever she rolls.
It'd be minus 4, right?
Yeah.
A 9.
Okay, so your armor class is higher than that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So,
13 would have been
as
my armor
she,
class.
you kind of see her turn the blade to get the butt, like the handle part, and swing. You actually, you yell out your cutting words reaction, and as you do that, you actually reach up and knock her hand, then it goes above your head, swinging over top. And
Right.
she kind of caught off guard by the fact that you just threw her way off, and the fact that you knocked her hand out of the way as well. She actually kind of moves back off of you, not realizing it.
Can I cast can I cast a spell at her?
You can roll initiative.
Oh. I will
Just
do
you.
that. Click on me.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, well, if you get higher than a 5, you go first.
All right.
So, yes. So, you can go ahead and do whatever you want.
Then I'd just like to look at her and be like, "What's so funny, dear?"
Yes.
Alright, so I have to... She
You
has
have
to
to
roll
beat 13. Please don't beat
plus
13.
wisdom. She doesn't get
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Oh my god.
alright, perceives everything is
If I
hilarious,
yell
funny,
for
and-
Aldrich, she goes prone and is laughing until the end of her turn.
Okay.
If I scream Aldrich, will he hear me?
He's downstairs, isn't he?
I'm downstairs.
He is downstairs.
Everyone else is in their rooms
I was
upstairs.
to say, yeah, you have 4 other buddies upstairs in the hallway.
Is the
so
key
if
in
you
the
yell
door?
for one of them.
Is the key in
I'm
the
not
door?
drunk. Just
I'm not
so
drunk.
I'm also not drunk.
Does she have the key?
You don't know where the key is at this point.
I will attempt to bum rush the door.
So as you, as she kind of backs up, you kind of hum to yourself, and all of a sudden she just and falls off of the bed onto the floor, and she's like, what the hell? What is happening? Can't stop laughing. However, now she is prone on the ground. You rush towards the door. It is all she did was lock it. So
Oh, well, I'd just like to unlock it, bust out to the balcony, and yell for Aldrich.
Okay, Aldrich, you.
I'm just
now
like, I
have
bust
seen-
out, I'm like, Tiefling! Aldrich! Tiefling! Purple!
That's the odd thing to yell out in the middle of what he's doing.
The other three of you make perception checks. At this point, I'd assume that you weren't asleep very long, so just go ahead and make a regular perception check. Because he's yelling pretty loud at this point.
Why is he yelling Aldrich's name?
Yeah, exactly.
Reed's asleep.
Yeah, Reed. No, when he hears Tiefling, he's like, oh,
Tuck and Ross, you both kind of
groggily wake up.
you're like still half asleep. You can roll for Hayate.
Oh, shit.
Does he just get my
Um,
perception?
I did give him sausages once or twice.
There's he has stats.
I just want to show you this really quick. Somehow my dog has done that.
Burrito.
It's a puppy burrito.
That is adorable.
Hang on, let me look up Hayate's stats.
Okay, well, as you're doing that, Tuck and Ross, you both kind of hear Thordrin outside. You didn't necessarily hear what he said, but you could tell from the fact that he's yelling out into the tavern that he is panicked and that you should probably go check it out. Reed,
Yeah.
you and we are still fast asleep in your room.
Alright, I'm taking out my great axe from my back. And
Okay.
walking in, going to where I heard the noise.
Sorry, yeah, I'm sort out going upstairs like 2 at a time.
Okay. I was to say, you turn around as you see your dwarven friend standing at the top of the balcony.
19!
Hayate's ears like perk up, and he immediately kind of starts pawing at the door, knowing that there's some sort of panic in Thornton's voice.
That's why I feed pets.
So Aldrich, you're flying up the stairs because the one thing that you heard was Tiefling, and you immediately started booking it up the stairs.
You know, it's probably a good idea that Reed's not gonna be coming because you're the one she's looking for.
But we don't know that yet.
Male tiefling. The only male tiefling that I know of, and he told us he's from a cult.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
So Thordrin, as you guys, I'm assuming you and Aldrich kind of are going back to the room. You walk in, and she actually is no longer there. Because in the time that it took you... Because it lasts for a turn, right?
Yeah, she has to make the save. I take it that was her save.
Oh, at the end of the turn.
At the end of her turn, she has to make a save, or else it keeps going.
Oh, okay. Well then, hold on.
Hey,
So you haven't opened the door yet?
damn it!
Okay. So you guys are going back upstairs, and you open the door, and you don't see her anywhere.
What?
She's not.
Damn it! I was
In the
hoping it would
room.
last longer.
Can I like
As-
open our door and like poke my head into the hallway and like
I was to say, yeah, you guys at this point have kind of come out of your room, and you see Aldrich and Thordrin standing at the door of their room, looking very confused.
I like bash past them. I've already entered some like boosh.
Go ahead, Thordrin and Aldrich, make a perception check.
hey! Oh, damn.
Stupid showing the second roll.
Can I push past them
You can,
and
yes.
into the room? Can I
So
perceive?
you walk. Yeah, go ahead. You don't know quite what you're looking for. Damn it!
I'm already because I'm in the mode. I'm like I heard noises. I'm like whoa.
So, as you are standing there, you have no idea what you're looking for, but out of the corner of your eye, you actually see a bit of the bed sheet move. You have no idea like why it moved, but it seemed to almost like a little corner of the bed sheet kind of fell off of the bed as you're looking around.
I throw my great axe at the bed.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
What do I do for that?
It's just the d20 plus
Your strength and proficiency.
whatever. Yeah.
Okay. That's a 5 plus 3, 8.
Okay.
So do I see that as well?
You see your giant half-orc friend throwing her great axe at the bed. It embeds itself into the wall next to the bed. However, go ahead and make another perception check. At this point,
I reiterate, funk.
Sleeps like
So-
the dead.
you hear a giant thud in the wall. Reed, you are still asleep. Apparently, you just kind of thought the thud was whatever, and you roll back over.
This is the first inn I've stayed in where I had a neighbor that found somebody at the bar.
So, Tuck, as you're standing there, all of a sudden, you feel something very close to you. And
Oh fuck.
as you kind of look down, this tiefling individual reveals herself, dagger pointed at you, and she's taking a sneak attack swing at you.
Fuck.
She
Okay,
was
that's-
invisible.
I'm about to say what I want to do is reaction to that is.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
does
once
that
you
hit?
attack.
Oh, my armor class is 15, so no.
So no. So she's kind of like kneeling down, turns visible again, takes a swing, and actually it clinks off of your armor. She didn't quite have it positioned right in her hand as she swung, but now she took a step back and is looking at all of you. Aldrich, what is your reaction?
I'm casting Aired, which is a 15-foot cone of forceful air. I'm casting it as empowered. So that means it's gonna not if she mixes which is gonna hit Tuck too. It's just kind of happening. So a DC of 13 on a dex save.
On a dex save, okay.
Yeah. And if she fails, she's gonna be knocked prone and have disadvantage.
Okay.
That's
Push
gonna
everything
throw
in the
it.
room, too.
That's everything in the room just gonna go
Under
boom
50
against the wall
pounds.
now.
I'm alright.
Yeah, she's stuck.
So, and it was a DC of 13?
Yeah, she's unaffected. Everything in the room is thrown against the wall.
Okay,
I'm
so...
a really heavy chick anyway, so my head just goes.
So, the tiefling, actually, as she sees you trying to cast this, she actually kind of ducks down even lower, still kneeling, like, not prone or anything, but she ducks down so that she's not blown over by, this gust of wind. However, everything in the room, the bed, the tables, up against the wall. Reed, go ahead. Because this is a very loud noise. With this one, I'd give you advantage.
Oh, I don't
There
need it.
you go.
Yeah.
So,
You
as
wake the
this-
fuck up.
I
You hear
wake
a
up, I'm
loud
about to smack the wall to like tell him not to keep it down in there, and I notice I'm about to whack my hand into an axe. Oh,
So there's an axe through your wall, and you just hear this loud thud as you wake up, and you are now very confused and very concerned about what is going on in the next door room. I'm assuming you would like to go over there? Maybe.
Yeah, so let's go over there.
Also, for the record, Wee is still passed out on
Yeah.
the bed. So, he does not seem to have noticed anything. He's a very heavy sleeper.
Do I wake Wee up or not?
You could, and then I'll roll for him, but yeah, there's 5 of you, so you don't necessarily have to. But I'll leave it up to you. If you wake him up, I'll roll for him.
Come on, Wee, I think there might be trouble.
So you kind of shake the halfling, and he really begrudgingly kind of like pops one eye open, and he's like, "What the hell?"
And I
then
point
he
at the
sees-
axe on the wall.
He sees the axe and goes, "Oh, shit."
Yeah.
And he immediately starts grabbing his stuff, and the two of you kind of walk out of your room, peer in the doorway, and
Glad you
immediately
could join us, Tiefling.
you see the tiefling kneeling on the ground, and she kind of looks up and makes eye contact with you, and just gets this huge grin on her face, knowing that you're there. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
Everybody.
8.
God damn it!
You.
Every
No,
fucking time.
19.
Oh, what?
No,
You're
no,
attempting
no,
to use
no,
a
no.
roll command looking for the value of a selected.
You have to click
Oh,
your.
you-
You have to click your
Click
token.
token.
God damn it!
Oh,
1.
fuck.
Didn't say the magic
Oh,
word.
shit. I'm putting this in a Word document so I don't forget.
Yay, Word documents.
Okay, so first up, Thor.
All right. I will just look at her with a grin on my face and like, you can't do anything right. You're just a failure. And cast Bane.
Okay, so I have to do. Oh crap!
Another charisma saving throw.
She doesn't add anything. Well, she failed that. So. Okay. So then on all of her attacks or saving throws,
She has a.
I have to roll a d4 and subtract that.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So, you kind of look at her. You can't do anything right. Cast Bane. And you can see this,
I want the words of failure to just echo into her brain.
You
Like a
can't
Smash
really,
Brothers thing when you fail. Failure.
you can't really tell that happened, but you'd like to think and assume
Well, what,
that
since
it
it was the
did.
last word I said, I just want it. I hope it like just echoes in her.
To like echoes. But you can definitely now see almost like a magical presence around her, a dark color, that you kind of smirk and you know that that'll be helpful for the rest of your group.
Should have just
it
let
is
it
now-
happen. It would have been great.
It is now her turn, and she is actually going to swipe at Tuck again because she's right there.
Yep.
So
Also defenseless. She doesn't have a weapon. We should get her a weapon.
that too. Yeah, the axe is in the wall.
Looking at Tuck though, she could probably
So-
throw a good punch.
Again, she tries to take a swipe with her dagger, and
Ching.
you just kind of shake it right off. You're like towering over this tiefling who is kneeling down on the ground right now. And
Yep.
it is now your turn.
Person on the world.
I also have a hand axe at my side, so I'm going to pull that and I'm going to swing at her.
There you go.
So what do I roll? So I've got
20 plus your strength.
Roll,
Right?
yeah, I was gonna say roll
Oh, wait.
20 plus strength and proficiency again.
okay, so that's an 18 plus my strength, so that's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and I roll
Damage.
1d6 for slash, and I roll 2.
2 plus
Plus your strength.
strength mod.
5.
So 5 total.
Yep, 5 total.
Okie dokie. So you take, seeing your great axe kind of embedded in the wall, you instinctively reach down and grab for your hand axe, and you take a swipe, and it hits her right in the arm and leaves a nasty cut. Nothing too serious, but she is starting to bleed at her shoulder, and she looks really pissed.
Okay, I can. Oh, I have to rage while using, so I can use this. That's okay, because I was going to use the dash action as a bonus action to get my axe, but that's fine.
I mean, you can move over
Yeah,
to
I'll
get your
get it.
axe.
I'll start running over to get my great axe from
You
the
guys are
wall.
in a tiny room, so it's not. Movement is not going to be an issue, other than the fact that now you're going to have allies in the way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tiny room.
I'm staying at the door. I'm not like inside room.
Aldrich, it is now your turn.
Okie dokie. So, how far is Tuck from me now? Like 5 feet?
Yeah, probably.
Alright,
It's-
cool.
A bedroom, so.
Well, I need to make sure because I'm going to swing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've got something I need to do if it's got allies next to me. 18?
Hella.
That hits.
Alright, so that's
With
a 14.
14.
And we're also going to do one of these spiffy things.
Don't want to kill her. We need to figure out.
Use.
Oh, I forgot to tell
Well
everyone
done.
why she's here. Oh well.
Yeah, I was going to say, none of you know. Reed kind of has the assumption, I'd say at this point, that he just instinctively knows.
And I like
Oh.
looked at Reed and I'm like, before I can get anything out.
That's
As he was
an
coming in.
18 damage in total.
18 damage total.
And next attack roll, Aaron, you can add a d4 to you. So you can add 4
Yes.
to your damage.
Yes.
We're all about
Till the
buffing
beginning of
each
my
other.
next turn, so. Yeah, she's only 5 feet within you, so.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So +4 or D4?
Plus 4 to whatever damage you do.
Okay, cool.
I can't do math in my head.
That's okay, neither can I. That's why I'm an art student.
Can't even do math on paper.
So, next up is
Math?
Reed.
Question mark?
Is who?
You.
Is me.
Is you.
Is you.
Well, I level the crossbow I picked up on my way out my room. And I attempt to shoot her, and I have no idea how difficult that's going to be with people's in the way. So,
I was gonna say, you have, I mean, Aldrich kind of stepped into the room and swung at her. Tuck is behind her, getting the great axe, and Thordrin is small enough that you can actually shoot over him. So
That's fine. If you hit me, I forgive you.
If you want to rest it on
You're
my
good.
head.
I'm not going to rest it on your head. It's not a crossbow. It doesn't have that much kick. Well, I have strength 6, so it might have that much kick. Here we go, shooting.
that just hits. So you take your crossbow and you look at the tiefling and you click the trigger and the bolt goes shooting out, and that actually sticks into her shoulder, the same one that Tuck had just hit with her hand axe. So she has this bolt in her shoulder, and she kind of grabs at it in pain and immediately kind of pulls it right back out, just with this fierce look on her face, and drops the bolt, almost like a mic drop kind of thing. But yes. So
Fine, reloading.
Ross, it is now your turn.
Oh. Figured y'all would like be done with this by the time we got to me and my 4. Alright, I'm gonna... Am I in the room? Like, can I see her?
You currently, there is a dwarf, a witcher, and now another tiefling in front of you. However, you could, for this, I'd say that you'd be able to come up, like, next to where Reed is standing, and have the same effect of you can shoot over Thordrin, and Aldrich is the only other thing standing in your way, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire an arrow at her.
Okay. That
20?
hits, and that is 12 piercing damage. So, you,
Oh, and I cast Hunter's Mark.
You've already hit her.
go ahead,
Hit!
add Hunter's
then I
Mark.
Yay!
It's like you've already hit her, and you're like, oh, and I'm gonna
1
mark
more
her.
damage!
There you go. Don't forget Hunter's Mark.
I'm not, it's on her.
I need like a chalkboard like Taliesin had to write
Right.
it for Laura. So you take out your bow, and do you have a short bow? Out of curiosity.
I think it's a longbow.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a longbow.
because it's a longbow for distance, I'd give you disadvantage because you're trying to shoot at close range. However, it doesn't matter because the 16 still hit anyway. So, but just for knowing for
Future
next,
reference.
yeah,
Yeah.
for next, like even if when it comes back to you for next turn,
Got
You'll
it,
have
roll
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
so, but so you take out your longbow, and because it is a longbow, it's kind of, you feel it's awkward trying to shoot at something that's right in front of you, but you manage to aim up, and you feel your surge of magic as you cast Hunter's Mark, and you look right at her, same spot that Reed shot at, and you release your arrow, and it goes not in the exact same spot, but almost right next to it.
Yeah, it does.
So she now has an arrow sticking out of her, and this one, she didn't even bother trying to reach up and grab. However, her face does kind of curl up in pain, as she now has an arrow sticking out of her. With the 5 of you guys, we is currently still standing outside of the room.
Damn it, I should have done
I did
that.
forget to roll for his initiative, but
That's fine. He's just watching.
he's like watching you guys. He like sees that you're handling it, and he's like, if I need to, I'll come in, kind of thing. So
Go to-
now we are.
Do we want to talk to this
I'll
chick?
just kind of-
Do we,
if I
do we
get-
wanna-
Yeah, I realized I should have cast Ensnaring Strike because then I could have wrapped her in vines.
I could.
grappled
I
her.
can grapple. I can go and jump and grapple her.
You are
Do it.
behind her now. We're back to the top of the initiative. Thordrin, your turn.
Right? I'll just look at her and I'm like, once again, see, I told you it was funny.
Ah, Jesus.
This whole situation is funny and you're going down.
Ah! She did not make any of her saves. And she actually had a -4 to that for
Yeah.
Bane. So it's even worse. So immediately as you cast this, she kind of curses under her breath as she falls over. It's not really a laugh, as more of a wheezing. It's like a laugh when you laugh too hard and the laughter is actually gone and it's just you like it's basically what it is at this point. So now she is on the floor, prone, unable to do anything, and it is her turn next. So she's gonna try and roll to get out of it. Let's see if this one's any better. Nope. So she's
Technically,
still.
yes.
I mean, yes, but doesn't help me. So she is still on the floor laughing. And now Tuck, it is your turn.
Grapple the
Okay.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the axe where it is, and I'm just gonna bum rush her and grapple her.
Okay.
What do I roll
Go
for
ahead
that?
and make a strength check.
It's not the legs.
Are you
Nice.
proficient? Well, there you go. Doesn't matter anyway. So you guys
I have
watching
just
this.
bum rush her, spotter.
Yeah, on the ground, and you kind of, she's prone laughing, so you actually kind of pick her up, but now you have her against your chest, like this, holding her tight. And for the moment, combat has stopped, as you now have a tiefling held captive by your half-orc.
So I usher everyone into the room and I close the door behind us. And I'm like,
Yeah. Just in case we were being too noisy, we should be a little bit more quiet.
well, I'm just, for the sake of everyone in here, I'm like, guys, turns out harmony, not so harmonious.
Shocking, Soldrin, shocking.
What? I have wiles. Anyway,
Yeah, clearly.
she threw me on the bed, put a dagger to my throat. I thought it was getting great, and then she turned into that. And she asked for, and I point to Reed. She wanted me to turn him in. Then that's where we left it. She knows he's here.
Well, obviously she does now.
She knew before.
Right, does anybody have a really high intimidation? Like, should somebody go up to her?
I
and
have a
intimidate?
I have a +3 to intimidation.
I have a
But I
plus.
can roll
I have a
with
plus
that.
5 to intimidation.
You do it.
I have a plus 3.
So I
plus 5.
storm up as hard as I can. This tiny 4'2" dwarf. I'm starting to sober up, so I'm a little grumpy. I put my finger right up against her, and I'm like, "Listen here, I don't like being teased, and I don't like it when things don't go my way. You're gonna tell us why you're here and what you want with him."
Go ahead and roll intimidation. So
Good job.
she kind of looks down at you as
All right, is she still
you
laughing?
are-
I should probably slap her
Um,
first, because damage negates it.
Choo choo.
I was to say, I think you can you just drop the spell, like
guess I
dispel
could.
it.
I'd prefer if I slapped her first to negate it.
All right, you,
And then as you slap her, you dispel her.
Oh, David,
You slap
David,
her.
Tom,
You're still there.
Your
I'm
video
here,
went out.
I know. I closed video for a minute.
Oh, okay. Just making sure you were still there.
So you take 1 point of slapping damage as you slap her out of the laughing fit, and she kind of looks down at you because currently the half orc is holding her, so she's a little bit taller than you are. However, she looks down.
Can I lean her down to make it at his level?
If you would like to, you can. But so she kind of looks at you and doesn't say anything. You can see that there is a little bit of fear in her eyes. However, you know that she had one job and one job alone, and she doesn't seem like she's going to be talking.
I squeeze her tighter and go, I think you better listen to the dwarf.
Very well. If you're not going to talk, I'll leave your fate up to him. And I just sort of step away and might read. I don't know if there's any business you need to take care of. She's all ears.
As she sees you kind of move out of the way for Reed, that cocky grin kind of comes back across her
I
face.
don't like you at all, Harmony.
I thought we had something, Harmony.
I thought we were.
I move forward. Alright, if you won't tell them, why don't you tell me? Why are you here?
She kind of, her eyes dart around to the rest of your crew.
No. Tell me why you're here.
She looks you straight in the eye and she's like, you know why I'm here. You can't run from your fate. And if I can't handle this task, there are other people that you know that can.
Was your cult fucking Hydra, Reed? Like, what the fuck?
Remember, he stole that stuff.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Tuck. Sorry, no. Tuck doesn't do anything. Tuck doesn't do anything, just holds it.
And I think you've seen that the people I've chosen to ally myself with currently are quite capable of handling themselves.
You're damn right!
I send Hayate up to growl at her.
I think we'll do quite well in defending ourselves against anyone else that gets sent after me.
She just kind of, she keeps looking at you with this very cocky smile. It never once disappeared since you started talking.
Why are you smiling?
Oh my god, Reed, you can't just ask someone why they're smiling. Sorry, no, Tuck's still doing it. I'm stuck.
She looks at you and she's like, we have also aligned ourselves with some new people. You're not the only one with friends who know what they're doing.
Okay, I'm sick of this. So I walk up with a dagger and I ram it into a non-vital area of her abdomen.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll to hit with advantage because she's currently grappled and
Smirking
can't
at
move.
Reed. Oh, that's great. That's why I like you. I'll take it.
9.
Ah, damn it. Bane's probably ward off by now. Only lasts a minute. How long has it been?
Well, it would be an extra attack roll
For her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
Just because it is, you're close quarters, it's a dagger, she's grappled. It'll be whatever the first number is.
15.
Alright, so you take your dagger, you actually, kind of, as you have been watching this, you saw like a weak spot in her armor, and you take your dagger and you shove it right at the weak spot, knowing, as a witcher, knowing that it's not, vital. And she kind of squirms in pain as you now have this dagger in her abdomen. Tuck, go ahead and make another strength check. You almost feel her trying to wiggle out of your grasp, but knowing that she is of importance to you guys, you just grip her a little bit tighter. As
Does that hurt, sweetheart? Does that hurt?
Alright,
takes his dagger to her.
I'm gonna grab her face.
Is she here alone? Is she? I sort of all of a sudden have a realization. Is she here alone?
Oh, fuck. That's not what
Turn
Tuck says,
around.
it's just what
Why
else
don't
is.
you go look? I'm gonna
I don't
We're
know.
done
She was
fucking
look
playing.
like.
How many are you? Where the fuck are you? And I twist the dagger just a little bit.
Go ahead and make intimidation with advantage.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just playing with my dice.
And just because I can do this, because I want to, because it's fun and spiffy, I haven't been able to do it yet. I don't know if I wrote down the, I did not write down the at the will, but I'm going to cast Yeadon at will, which allows me to advantage on intimidation checks. But as she's looking into my face, my eyes start to glint like gold, and my already sharpened canines seem to grow longer.
Eerie.
Fucking badass.
Okay.
You also have a wolf by your side who's growling. He's very
Oh,
intimidating.
good. 15.
So as you grab her face, twist the dagger a little bit, and your presence, you know that you have definitely become more intimidating. However, she was here for a reason, and she doesn't seem fazed at all by the fact that you just got in her face.
Bitch is hard cookie.
I just want to headbutt her.
You
Yeah,
can.
but we need to keep her alive.
Well, she's not that.
That's just.
She's
You
not
can-
giving a shit.
Headbutt her, and depending on damage, I might. We'll see what happens.
Oh fuck. Who's gonna headbutt her? Me from behind, or she's got horns, guys.
When Aldrich gets mad, he just sort of just impulsive a bit. Are you headbutting her?
No, I'm just gonna like rip the dagger out as mean as possible, and then make a deliberate show of wiping her blood off on her own clothes.
All
Oh,
right.
I'm like, I'm fucking done with her. Just fucking kill her and be done with it.
She doesn't know facial change at all. She's.
Oh, this crazy.
You can tell that she's kind of struggling a little bit with the fact that she's now bleeding from her
Abdomen.
Thank you. I can talk. However, she doesn't seem to be giving away any information whatsoever.
I yell. Am I like near her at all? Am I behind people? Where am I?
You guys are all in the room together, and it's a
Okay.
tight space, so it's.
Well, I kind of poke my head through, and I say, yeah, I know, super intimidating. And I say, look, bitch, you're not helping us, nor are you really hindering us anymore. Now, will you just fucking tell us any kind of information, because we're not letting you go until you say something, and trust me, we've got all night. This one doesn't sleep.
Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage because of the entire setup.
Chipping away at it. We're chipping away at that hard exterior.
Like her will.
15 again.
Again, she looks over your shoulder and kind of makes eye contact with Reed again, and just gets that same smile. And all she says is, "You have no idea what's coming for you."
Well, how about you tell us?
Hang on 1 second, sorry.
Roz has had it up here.
Hello? Hi, what's up?
oh, nothing.
Just played some D&D.
Torturing a tiefling.
Yeah, I'm currently playing D&D.
I'm a tiefling.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Fucking tiefling that won't give us the goods.
Just snap her neck.
Give me, give me like 1 second. Okay. Alright, what's up? I'm DMing. Yeah, and I'm in charge of it.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Uh-huh.
Break time. anyone watching, you might want to get a snack.
I'm waiting on a text from my buddy Jared, so I'm here until he texts me and says, "Yeah."
Right.
As he
I have my own
texts me
laser
literally
pointer.
I just
right
want to say,
now.
guys, oh my god, this game has been so amazing!
I know. Ah!
We got to do so many things!
Okay, he just texted.
I'm just glad I can be Tuck again.
Right?
Thank you for the person in the chat who is the 1500th person
Okay.
to say I look like Louis C.K.
Over phone, I have
So you
no
look
idea
like
how to
what?
help you.
Louis C.K.
Oh.
You a little bit.
There was a guy at a bar. I
Are
was
you
at a
gonna
bar
be
one
at school
time,
tomorrow?
and I'm like paying for my drink, and this guy's going, "Hey, hey!"
Yeah?
I'm like, what? He's like,
Well, me and
"Louis
Shannon are moving
C.K."
tomorrow.
And I'm like,
You're like, oh, that's so funny. Oh.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I could help you.
I get
but,
it a lot. Apparently, ever since I moved down here,
Are you gonna be up for a little bit?
LA Gamer for life.
Yeah. Because I can call you back after I'm done with this. We're in the middle of a game, so.
And it's really good.
Okay, well, I'll text you when we're done. And then if you are, I can try and. Oh, okay. Ah, got you. Yeah, I'll text you when we're done. And then if you're still up, I can try and help. Alright. Bye.
Someone said that Will Wheaton should get a dice tower to try and get all the variables out of his shitty dice throws.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I thought that was gonna be way more important than it actually was. And now I feel
I got a scoot.
okay.
Alright.
Okay, okay.
Bye, Demi.
I love y'all.
Yeah.
Text me all. Everybody text me later and tell me what happened.
Will do.
We'll do.
I was
Don't
gonna
get in
say,
any other fights.
We'll try not to.
I don't know how much longer we'll go, because, just with missing people.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting to a good place to wrap up.
Yeah, we're either gonna kill her or get her to spill the beans, and then we'll finish there. I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Alright. I love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to take this tiefling and turn her towards my great axe and basically start slowly moving her towards the blade of it and go, time's ticking, bitch.
Again, she's
Nope,
not saying
nothing's
anything.
gonna work.
She's not?
Nope.
Alright, I move her even closer.
Probably not going to work.
She almost has this, like, devilish smile on her face.
She's done her job for the her masters. She's found me.
Well, we can't let her find.
Kill her.
We can't let her tell anyone else where you are. We got your back.
We kill her, but if we kill her, there's no guarantee that it won't just bring her back and ask her what they found out.
They can do that.
In theory, I mean,
I don't like that idea.
I don't know the magical rules of the universe in regards to resurrection. That's outside my purview of knowledge.
We'll have to talk to the ethereal plane later.
So she's done what she was asked to do. She will get her reward one way or another for doing what she's been asked to do. So bring her over here, Tuck.
Alright. I do that. I bring her over.
And I walk up to her, and I put a hand on the side of her head, just, caressing your cheek. Not Tuck, I mean the tiefling, Harmony.
Not Tuck.
Or Tuck.
Okay.
So you can tell whoever you report to that the next person or group of people that comes after me is going to receive worse than this. And I'm going to cast Alter Self for natural weapons and go from here across and down with a set of claws, dragon-like claws that I've just grown.
Yo.
Oh, dang!
That was better than what I was gonna do. I was gonna shove her head into my great axe and sort of like split her skull.
I'm going to attempt to throating her with a set of claws I just grew.
I'd say at this point you don't even have to roll for it. She accepted her fate, and as you do it, the smile never left her face. As you just right across
You've
with
got
these
some bad
claws.
shit after you.
Tuck, you immediately feel the body kind of go limp in your arms.
Alright, I'm gonna
now-
grab. Alright, well, I'm gonna let the body sink to the floor, but I'm still gonna hold on to her horns, because I want them.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna start because I was gonna do something too. So
Jesus.
I'm going to remove the head and I'm gonna cut the horns off for Tuck. 'cause
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, come
I
on!
want-
Really?
Yeah,
I
I'm
just-
gonna,
I was-
and I'm gonna stick them on my head.
I was kissing her just a minute ago. Oh,
I'm gonna take.
I'm chaotic neutral, bitch. I don't care about what's nice.
okay, I'll do.
That's what I am.
I'm going to make myself a tiefling hat.
All right.
I
You
just
do know that there is a tiefling, I was gonna say, standing in your room.
Well, I don't
No
already
offense,
like him
Reed.
just because.
I'm watching. I'm just.
So is there anyone left in the bar?
You might hear a slight growling coming from him for some reason, but he's not stopping you. He's not saying anything. He's just watching rather intently at whatever happens now.
I turn around and heave in the trash can. Because I am used to seeing Aldrich tear apart beasts and things,
But
But
human?
what- well,
Well,
uh,
tiefling.
but watching tear apart a bipedal person-looking thing, I'm not doing so well. Plus the fact that I had kissed her previously, I'm just...
I'm going about it with professional, just swift movements. Was there anyone left in the bar?
When he had come yelling out, there was maybe 3 or 4 patrons left. However, most of those patrons were drunk off their asses. So
God.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the bed sheet and wrap the remains of the body up.
I'm
So
gonna
that-
use prestidigitation on the blood on the floor and just clean it up.
Thank you. Yep. Because this is a nice establishment. We only hated the tiefling, not the fucking whole place.
Off the hand that is still a set of dragon claws.
I got yeah.
He hasn't moved. He's just standing there.
Alright, so after I do that, I'm gonna go up to Reed and be like, You good? Okay.
I offer my flask to Reed.
I'll be fine.
All right, drink.
Alright.
From my flask instead.
Alright. Lee, I'm gonna leave Reed the fuck alone then.
I'm also going to do that.
would you like to call it there? You now have a dead tiefling body with you.
Yeah,
True.
I would
One of your
like.
traveling companions just got really scary.
I'm gonna go back down to the bar. If the barkeep is not there, I am just going to pour myself some drinks and drink and pass out on a stool somewhere.
The
Because
barkeep, as you come down, kind of looks at you and has no idea what just transpired, but sees that you look a little shaken. She
oh,
just
that was
assumes
one night, I tell ya.
it was probably from something else, and she starts grabbing a bunch of ale and just lines it up on the
Just
on the
keep
counter
it
for
coming.
you.
Hang on,
Don't
you
stop!
sounded-
Don't stop till I fall down.
Your music sounded great earlier, by the way. We would love to have you back.
Oh, and I'd love to play some more for you. But tonight, the only thing I'm playing is the bottom of these glasses.
And you
I'm gonna
continue to drink until you pass out.
I'm going to take some money from the group, from the group thing, and sort of slide it across the counter on to the woman and go, listen, there was a altercation. You may need a morgue.
She kind of looks at you very oddly. And it's just like...
I'd like to run
Oh.
up, really, because I hear this. I'm not too drunk yet. I haven't passed out. You might need some new molding. Got a little rough. Please don't mind her. I just will take care of
and he
it.
sort of like pushes me away from the...
No, it's she doesn't know words really well. Molding, I might have fudged a few things, but don't worry. I'll fix it and I'll play and.
Okay. What are we gonna do with the fucking body?
Don't worry
She
about
doesn't-
that. No.
Oh, that's not talk. That's me talking. What are we gonna fucking do with the body?
I don't know.
I've got an idea.
Charles
Okay,
has
you got an idea? All right,
I'm like,
but it's up to you.
Aldrich will take care of it.
So she takes the coins that Tuck had laid on the table and was like,
That's for the damages.
It was like 20. It was like 20.
Damages.
We'll take care of any of the damages. Thank you. And she kind of goes back to her business.
Alright, I'm gonna wash my hands and my axe and go back to bed.
I had cleaned up all blood with my prestidigitation
Awesome.
before we came down here. I feel like
I'm just saying, we do not want to get in trouble. We've only just been
I
here
know,
for like,
right?
what,
Yeah,
6 hours?
exactly. And then we murder a tiefling. And but
Yeah.
I trust in Charles. Aldrich knows what he's doing. I'm gonna go back to getting drunk and pass out. Aldrich or Charles, if you wanna.
Oh, are we doing this or are we calling it a night?
Well, let's close it out and then call it.
I was thinking, yeah,
Out?
yeah.
Let's figure out what we're doing with dead tiefling, and then
All right,
I'll
I'm walking this. I've got this thing on my shoulder, and I'm walking out the front door with it. And if anyone questions me, they Witcher's business, and I'm just gonna play it off as this was a job. I did this, and I'm leaving.
Thank you. Chuck
Um,
can sleep soundly tonight.
Nobody seems to bat an eye at you as you walk out. The barkeep actually, she was off somewhere else getting supplies or doing something, so she wasn't even there when you walked out the front door. And like I
Forgot
said,
that no
the
one
patrons
cares
in the
about
bar were too drunk to notice
Okay, cool.
as you
And then I'm
walked out.
going to the nearest river. I'm waiting this damn thing, and I'm throwing it in.
There's a small, it's not really a river, it's more of a creek, so it's not really all that deep that runs down the backside. You have the mountains, off
Well, how far away
toward
from
the...
like some woods and shit?
like,
It'd
in the
probably
woods,
take you 10-15 minutes to get out to the woods, from the mountains, the cave area that you had come from.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to the cave area, and then I'm about where the area we fought the Umber Hulk. I'm gonna drop the body
In the Umber hole.
near the corpse and everything. I'm gonna
So-
fucking.
In total, it takes you probably about 45 minutes round trip to do this whole thing. However, now the tiefling body is in the Umber hole, and you don't have to worry about it.
Good.
So now you are all back in the tavern.
I have fallen off my stool and I am on my back, legs up against the stool, and I am asleep.
You are back. You're asleep. You're drunk and asleep. And
Put
I
her
think
in
that's
an umber.
where we're going for tonight.
Darts.
Awesome. Oh, that was so cool.
Oh my gosh! Oh
I
my
was
gosh!
so
You're the
upset the
best.
bar wasn't full of shit because I wanted to like toss the head down and be like, "You motherfucker, send another one. We're doing the same." But no, the bar's full of drunk people. I'm like, no fucking fight now.
I was excited for all the things that we got to have happen in there. I've been waiting to do a performance,
Story.
and I love how that turned out. I was hoping it was going somewhere else, but I lied.
No.
He's gonna draw up my assassin in every bar we go to.
I was kind of hoping that.
Oh, that's the one that plays his music.
I thought you was.
Yeah,
I
you
was
got
kind of
the
hoping
Pied
for a
Piper.
deception check when I was pretending like I knew it was her the whole time. Like, because I was gonna say I pee my pants. Just a little bit. That was great.
Well, thanks.
I'm gonna rub it in Mike's face that he missed it because that was a pretty good one.
And
Are you still streaming?
Concerts.
Oh, I'm gonna stop the stream just now. So goodbye. A couple people
Last
retweeted,
stream.
said that.
So, did they? I haven't even been on Twitter.
Kylie, who's at White Dragon. Is it at White Dragon?
I have no idea.
No, at K.
Ooh,
Ryan Finning was watching us.
No,
Who?
why haven't I started watching earlier? You guys having fun is putting a smile on my face.
Thank
That's
you.
so
Serious?
cool.
So that was
It is
at
serious.
Kylie.
Wait, I'm gonna go find it.
I will retweet it. She retweeted me.
That would be easier. Yeah.
Yes.
I have retweeted it. Alright.
Ah,
Goodbye, stream. Whoever's left in here. Thank you for that one guy coming in and calling me Louis C.K.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen all the time. It does happen all the time.
It
Hey,
actually